welcome back to my channel. My name's Lisette, and if you're new here, please subscribe. Click the little button down below. If you are already subscribed, make sure to click that little bell notification so that you know whenever I post, which definitely comes in handy because even though I'm supposed to post every Friday, I've been posting kind of ish on Saturday. Sorry. I am supposed to be posting every Friday. I was supposed to post my final vlog for my vlog series last week on Friday, but that did not happen. And I was going to originally do a video explaining the reason why I wasn't able to post and all of that, but after trying to film that video 3 times, I figured, nah. So I'm pretty much just gonna tell you really quick. I didn't post last week because I ended up in a car accident, and that pretty much consumed my entire day. I didn't have enough time to edit throughout the week because it was really hectic and busy, the life of a college student. So my second accident happened at FIU, and it was probably the first time I had ever been early to class. And by early, I don't mean like an hour and a half early, like I mean a minute earlier than I usually am. No, okay. I was in good time. Like I would have been to class a good like 10 minutes earlier than I usually. No, I was always usually like 2 minutes late, but I was gonna be 10 minutes early. That's amazing for me, okay? That's great. I'm usually either on time or late. I'm never early. And if I'm early, it's a miracle. My second semester in college. And I was still kind of getting the hang of my car. It was a new car. I was driving in, getting used to the whole parking thing in FIU, this and that. And I had just gotten my permit figured out because before that I was always parking in the first floor in metered and paying for parking even though it was already covered in my tuition. So I was spending a lot of money for no reason. So I finally started to park on the upper floors where I didn't have to pay for parking, where it was just like already included in my tuition. And it was in, if you're from FIU, you know this, it's the parking garage, blue and gold. If you're not from FIU, you have no clue, but these are 2 very tiny parking garages. They're like the first ones that were ever built at FIU, and they're very tight spaces. Every other parking garage at FIU has really big spaces. You have good room. These are not. These are very tiny spaces. And I went to go park. And there was a kid that was walking this way. There was a car coming this way. And there was finally one parking spot that I found in that little corner. Mind you, I had left my house early. I was going to be early. I was going to be 10 minutes early, and I was so happy about it. But I had to get the parking spots in order for that to happen, because if not, I was going to be 10 minutes late. So I was like, okay, parking spot right here. I'm gonna park here. This car was coming here, waiting for a person to come. Someone else was coming on the other end. I didn't want to lose a parking spot, so I went to go park into the spot. I didn't take into account how big the Ford Fusion is. Okay? It might be a sedan, but that shit's huge. It is a big ass car. My car is bigger than most BMW SUVs. Okay? That's big. So I didn't take into account how big it actually was, so I didn't open enough to go park. And if you're a driver, you know what I mean when I say open up to park. You've never driven a car before and you've never taken a lesson on driving, then you might not know this term, but it's pretty much when you go to park, you have to kind of go into the other lane a little bit to park in, because you need space and room, because cars don't bend, okay? So when you're parking, they stay straight, and if you go straight in like this, you could hit the car next to you, or in my case, the post. So there are these columns in the parking garage that of course are keeping the parking garage up, and because I didn't open enough, I hit it. And I didn't just hit it, I like scraped the side of my door on it. And I didn't just scrape the side of my door on it, I hinged the side of my door onto the column. And when I say hinged, I mean like my car was holding onto that column for dear life. My car did not want to let it go. It had severe emotional issues. It just didn't want to let it go. It was like clinging onto it. It's like they were like together in a relationship, and the column was like, look, we gotta go our separate ways, like I want to break up with you. And my car was like, no, please don't leave me, don't leave me. That was stupid. That was dumb, but that's literally what it looked like. That's what it was doing. It clinged onto it. I don't get it. I don't understand how I did that. But I went to back out of the spot, and it just made it worse. And I heard my door scratching even more. And then when I got to a certain point where I thought I was gonna fully back out, this is why I don't understand how I got my car in there. My mirror, like my rear view mirror, not my rear view mirror. Is it? I don't know. It's the window mirror. It's the little mirror. It was gonna get scraped off because it would hit the column. And no, I'm not losing a mirror because of a door and because of a column. So I moved forward again, which just scraped my car door even more. And I didn't know what to do or anything. And this girl that was walking by knocked on my window. She goes like, are you okay? And I was like, no. I don't know how to get my car out of here, and now I'm running late to my class. And she was like, maybe I can help you. Pull out a little bit. Let me see if I can do it. So she was like, okay, turn your wheel this way. And it wasn't working. I turned my wheel this way. I turned my wheel that way. She guided me this way. She guided me that way. It wasn't working. It was not having it. My door was hinged to the column. And in that process, some guy that was walking also tried to help, and he tried guiding. So now it's three people trying to get this car away from the column, and it just wasn't working. I was moving my wheel every which way, couldn't get it out of the way. It just wasn't working. And this guy pulls up behind me, and he's like, do you need help? And I was like, yes, I need help. He was like, okay, let's see. And he like assessed the situation. He was looking, he was like, you can't back it out because of your window. And I was like, I know, I can't back it out. And not my window, my mirror. He goes like, I know, I can't back it out. Like, no, I can't back it out. He was like, okay, move it this way. Like, let's try doing this. And we were like, we already tried that. We already did this. He's like, damn, I can't understand. Like, how did you get there? And I was like, I don't know. And then finally, this guy that was leaving, he stopped his car on the hill down, and he was like, what the hell's going on here? And I was like, my door is hinged to a column. He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it's just not, like, if all of us have tried, like, we don't know what to do. He was like, I can try moving it for you, but you gotta promise me you won't, like, blame any. I was like, I don't have any intentions of blaming anyone for this. Like, I know this is my fault. Like, point blank, I know this is my fault. My door, I don't even want to hear about it. Like, I just need it out. I just want my door out so I can go to my class and do math. Okay? And he was like, okay, I got you. So he got in my car, and he moved it this way, he moved it that way, and nothing. So all 5 of us decided, what if we like lift and move a little bit? We tried that. Okay. Word of advice, cars are heavy. Cars are freaking heavy. It's 5 of us. The cars are freaking heavy. So all we moved it was probably like an inch. And I don't know how, but this kid got back in my car and drove it again after we moved it. Like, it wasn't even an inch, it probably was like half an inch, because my car, like, it just wouldn't move. It wasn't having it. But I don't know how, but this kid was like, okay, let me try again. And he went again, he got in my car and he moved the wheels, this and that, and he separated it. And I was like, how? We were all mesmerized. We were like, how? He goes like, I don't know, maybe that half inch helped, like maybe it like made it easier. I don't fucking know. It just worked. And I was like, this is impossible to believe. Immediately afterwards, I was like, thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who you like, y'all people, great people in society. God bless you, because to help this idiot out from, God bless you. So everyone went their own way. The two guys left in their cars. The other people went to their cars. The girl contacted us. I don't know. People disappeared. I've never seen them again. Man, my car door, it was literally, I didn't even want to look at it. I was like, this is impossible. I took a picture, I sent it to my dad, and I called my dad and I told him everything, and I was in tears and I was crying and I couldn't believe it. I walked into my class. I was super late. Like, it was horrible. I sat down, I took my notes, and I ranted on and on and on to my friend in my class, and I just like went out for it. My had tears running down my eyes. It was insane because I was terrified. I was like, oh my god, how did I do this to my car? This is incredible. Like, what the hell? How is this possible? I felt like my life was ruined. Let me tell you, it was not ruined. This is one of my gold stories for telling, because it is so funny every time someone sees my door, because mind you, it's been 2 years since that accident. My door still has that number 2 painted right on the side. Every time someone asks, how the hell did that happen, and I tell them the story, I bust out laughing. It is one of my favorite stories to tell, and I truly love that number 2. But what really brings me to this huge conclusion of why I so much adore this story right now, especially right now at this moment, is because not that long ago, probably 10 days ago, I found my car's soulmate. I was driving my friend to her car, and as I was driving her to her car, I passed by a red Ford Fusion with a scratched door. And I look at her and I was like, oh my gosh, Carolina, if we weren't in my car, I swear that would have been my car. Like, they even have a scratched door like I do. That's so funny. And she looks at me, she goes like, yeah, and it's even a 2. And I froze. I was like, what? She goes like, yeah, it's a 2. I was like, no, it's not. My ass drove right back around in that parking garage, drove back to where that car was, parked right next to it, and looked at it, and that was a number 2. I was like, hold on, what? I yelled. I was, oh my god, it's an effing 2. What the heck? How is it a freaking 2? And I went bonkers. I jumped out of my car and I was yelling because I could not believe that there was another human being that had a number 2 scratched on the very exact same door, on the very exact same car, in the very exact same color. I was freaking out. Do you know how much of a coincidence that has to be? Like, no, that's not a coincidence. That is my car's soulmate. Like, it was perfect. It was the same door, same car, same make, same model, same color. I was astonished. I am going to insert pictures of my car and of this person's car, because I have them both. And I'm even going to put in my little Snapchat video because I was screaming in my story. Oh my goodness, I loved it. I loved it so much that I felt I needed to inform this human that there is another car like it. So I put this little note on their door. I had to. I didn't know how I could possibly see that and not inform this human. And especially because I might not have that number 2 on my door for much longer, because I mean, it's been 2 years. How much longer am I gonna have it? I hope not very long. So I literally rolled it up in a little ball, like not in a ball, in like a little loop thingy that it kind of looked like, you know, fruit roll-ups, like the long ones, like, yeah, it kind of looked like that. And I put it right in the door handle so that when the person went to open the door, they had the little paper. Hopefully they read it and they saw it, because I got so excited of the fact that happened. I couldn't believe it. It made me happy. So yeah, that's the story of my second accident and my car's soulmate. Oh my god, I love that story. I really do. I'm gonna miss that door when it's gone, but not really, because man, is it rusty and disgusting. But yeah, that is the story. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really do, because I think I actually enjoyed making this video so much more than I would have had making any other video. It's nice to reminisce on past experiences. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you really did enjoy it, or if you've ever been in such a weird, inconceivable accident. Let me know down below your weird experiences with car accidents or coincidences, because I really would like to know them, because I find them extremely interesting. And I'll see you guys next week. Love you. Bye.